There we go. Haha! Welcome back everybody to Hearts of Iron 4 Noob to Expert, stream number 4. Can you believe it? How about it, Scott? How are you?
Oh, fantastic. How you doing today?
Oh, I'm doing quite fine. Had a nice long sleep this morning. Was great. At least one of us.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah, no, that was desperately needed. I mean, we finished most of our sessions at like 3 in the morning or something. When you have to get up at 7, that's not much sleep you get during the week.
Nope.
Oh well, so how are we doing here? Let's have a quick look around. Last time we spoke about resistance at length, and we still have a lot of that. Mostly in the UK though. The German Reich UK, which I'm taking care of. The tank army is sent out to cover most of the provinces, except for the 2. This one, because that would prompt them to go over to that island, which I don't want, and the most northern one, because there's another island there. And I just don't want to lose my tanks at sea for no apparent reason, so that's why that's not happening. We will have a little resistance, can't help it. We have an incursion in Albania, which we're taking care of. Or if that... is that still Croatia? Well, currently it's neither. It's... whatever that is. Montenegro. Radical in Yugoslavia. Okay, yeah, taking care of that. Why not? And then we have to go and fight the US, which is the last main participant in this struggle for world domination. And once we have those, the war will be over no matter who else is in it. So that will be fun. At least we control the continent. That's good.
Yes, it is.
Excluding Luxembourg. So, I mean, we talked about a little bit how to get there. There's 3 options on how to go about this. Let's go from least practical to most practical. We could go through the Pacific. So I could build up some infrastructure in Siberia. Northeast Siberia, that is. Could build up the ports and try to land in Alaska, which is definitely a thing we could do. There's not that many sea zones we need to cover to get naval superiority. Then we would have to build ports and infrastructure, because that is just not a thing up here. 2 out of 10 infrastructure, 1 out of 10, 2 out of 10, 2 out of 10, yeah. And then we need to go through Canada, which is a little bit better, but still, it's not good. Taking your tanks through the Rocky Mountains is not a thing you want to do, really. And we would need all the time in the world to just build stuff. On the bright side, we would already take away some US territory, which would give us some victory points or victory score towards their capitulation, which might be good. But all their main victory points are on the East Coast and some on the West Coast, and once you have those, including Chicago and Detroit, somewhere in the middle, you practically have them. So you would need to go through the US either way, coming from the west or the east, doesn't matter. So second option would be we go through Brazil from Africa, which we would have to conquer first. Shouldn't be that much of a that big of a deal, because there's no major power in Europe which could stop us. And if the US sends troops over there, it's their fault, they will get annihilated. There's only one sea zone we need to control, which is good. But then we would have to fight through the jungles of Brazil, declare on Colombia, on Panama, Costa Rica, Nicaragua, Honduras, Guatemala, and eventually Mexico. And hope they don't stop us in the Mexican mountains before we can reach the US, when, the Mexico joins the Allies. So that again will take some time. The most practical way to go about this is conquer Denmark. That would give us Iceland and Greenland pretty much for free. Or we probably would have to invade them as well. Or, you never know, when Denmark capitulates, you might just get those territories because there's no troops in there. And it is their territory. And then we would have to build up infrastructure and ports over there. Control a couple of sea zones, 1, 2, 3 probably. And we could invade the east coast of Canada and the US, probably through Quebec. And I think that's the route we're gonna go. But what I'm currently trying is to go down focus tree, a naval effort, plan Z, befriend Denmark, and see if that will get them into a faction with us. Because that never happened. Denmark, Norway, Sweden in the Axis. Now that's a thing right there. Downside on that is Denmark would still exist, which is not really that bad, but we can't control their territories. We can't build up infrastructure in their territory. So we will see. It's probably not the best idea to go about this. What do you think? Asking the expert here.
Yeah, ask the expert. Right. I'm still kind of torn. I'm not sure which should be the best.
I need 25 days for a war goal against Denmark. And they would probably immediately join the Allies, which wouldn't help them.
Yeah, but yeah.
They don't really like us. If you go political map mode F8, they're already yellow, so that's a state of non-liking us.
Destroy them.
Destroy them. Okay, we take care of.
You don't want to give us. You don't want to give us a chance. That's it. You're done.
Exactly. It would be cool because that's a route I have never gone for, and that's something you do as democratic Germany or something.
No, I got a question. Now, if both of us started trying to win them over, is it just going to count as one thing because we're both in a faction together, or would it like?
It would go faster, probably. But that's pretty much all there is. I mean, we're at... The Danish opinion of the German Reich is minus 100.
Oh, well, then there's no chance. Oh,
well, well you can just, improve your popularity with them, improve relations, and you can get them up to plus 100. It just takes a while. To get them into a faction, let's see. Invite to faction. Access requires the joining country to have fascist popularity greater than 30%. Currently none. It seems. Yeah, 1%. Great. Let's see. What does my focus do here? Gains national spirit fascist influence, which grants daily fascism support, acceptance of fascist diplomacy, and all that stuff. So we would get them to flip to fascist, probably. It might take a while, but we would get them there. Which is what we're currently trying with Turkey. Turkey is 65% fascist almost, and they still haven't flipped. They're still non-aligned. And next election is in February 43. It might just take up until then before they vote for a fascist government, which is majorly annoying. But then again, as long as they're not in our faction and they don't join the Allies, they stand between us and Africa, which is not too bad. At least we can't get attacked on via land. That's good. Nobody can go through there. So I guess we mop up the resistance or the incursions in Montenegro first. I think my Red Army, yeah, it's already coming down there. It's railroading as fast as they can. And once we've done that, we make sure that Denmark winks out of existence on the map and go the usual route. Because that's what you usually do. And, this is a tutorial. Might as well.
Yeah, I got some mopping up to do and stuff, so...
Yeah, you're still over in India and French Indochina.
Yep. So I still got a little bit more to do myself.
Yeah, well, you're working on it. Looks good. There's not that much that the enemy can do against you and all the Chinese people over there, which are in our faction as well. It's great. We have quite a nice faction, I have to say that.
Yep.
I hit F9 here for the faction map mode. It's like, yep, that's ours. It's just America left. We don't control Africa, we don't control Australia, and we don't have to. We just need to get the USA, and then everybody capitulates. If there is no country that has enough production capacity to become a major nation. If so, we just continue. Why wouldn't we? Alright, so let's start the recording and see what we can do here, right?
Yep.
Alright, let me drink some. Freshness in a cup.
Okay, you are going
here we go.
You're going there.
Hey everybody, and welcome back to Hearts of Iron 4 Noob 2 Expert episode, I think it's 26? Man, 26 episodes for a tutorial, but there's a lot to talk about, and we continue talking about things while we fight. I have with me, as always, Scott, and we are streaming live. Well, for you watching the video, you missed it. Sucks to be you. It's just how it is. Why is there no music running? Oh, I know why. I played modded and I switched it off.
Aha.
That's what I do. Music, come back on here. That's better. No need to run a separate playlist when you have nice music in game. I like it. Alright, so We just talked on stream about what the next possible options will be, and there's just one thing we need to do. We need to invade the US and make them capitulate, and just not care about much else. If you see how the war is going, we have won pretty much everywhere where it counts. Defeated all the major nations in the game. There is just, as you can see here, major faction members left to surrender, the US. Now how do we do that? Since it's a tutorial, there is a couple of ways to invade the US. The most likely is attack Denmark, take out Denmark, which we're going to do. Then invade Iceland and Greenland, build up infrastructure and ports, because currently there is none. Well, 1 out of 10 is not much, and the port is, yeah, 1 out of 10. It's plains, so that's good. So at least you can march through there, even though slowly with that infrastructure. And then from there, get naval superiority and invade into Canada and the United States East Coast. That's the most likely scenario. In multiplayer it's always a little bit different, obviously, because people expect that, so you might invade Cuba and go to Florida or something. But this is the usual route you would take, with all the support from your buddies when you play multiplayer, so that's what we're gonna do. Let's see, let's hit play here and see what happens. Currently taking out one pocket of resistance here in Montenegro, if my army ever gets there. Yep. Still have to fight resistance to occupation, mostly in the UK. Tanks are moving around just to make sure that resistance is not that big of a thing. Yeah, it looks bad. It really does. Also going to protect the ports from naval invasions and stuff. Who is planning an invasion of Dublin here?
Not me.
Nationalist Spain. Well, knock yourselves out.
Mm.
Why wouldn't you? Naval battles and stuff. Oh yeah, my naval bombers are still doing stuff. How are we on production? Well, we need more factories, that's just it. Are we producing more factories? We're currently repairing a lot of stuff. Oh, come on, don't lag. Producing some more factories, but mostly oil and roads and oil and then factories. Okay, so we're not gonna get factories anytime soon. Oh well. How's the war going? Oh, we're pushing. Yeah, it's looking good. Come on, go. Just kill them. There's no need for an elaborate plan here. Just go in there and 64 divisions against whatever you have here. 15, 16, yeah. You're gonna die. And they are going. Perfect. No paid licenses. What? Countries not lending civilian factories for licensed production. Hungary. They are in faction. I don't think they have to lend you factories when they are in faction. Or they just have a higher ratio. I think it's 1 factory for... Well, for resources, it's 1 factory per 8 resources. And if you're in faction... Or... No, when you're a puppet, it's 1 factory for 80 resources. And that incursion is gone. Very good. Stop that dead in their tracks. Alright, Red Army. Go and grab Denmark. For which we just need to get Copenhagen. So we're gonna do this, and just to make sure that no enemy stays behind, we're gonna do this. Take, split half of them and put them on this front line. Perfect, and we're gonna tell you to go. And then we're gonna declare war on Denmark. Where are you? Coming up? Yeah. You're moving. Perfect. What are you up to, Scott?
Let's see. I moved a few troops down to Africa, or yeah, down around Africa.
Mm-hmm.
Just to get on the border there. Mopping up the last little bits in India. Got a few more to go there, and that's going to be done. And what else is going on here? They're about done. It's almost over there.
It's good.
They just got a little bit more of Free France to unFrance.
Yep.
And that should be... I'm gonna move.
Oh, I see your 1 tank division there. That has nothing to do in Africa.
Well, I did put up a line, didn't I? I put up a thing. So I'm just letting them build up some
Unable to attack target province, for whatever reason.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
Well, you're definitely mopping up the rest in Indochina there, which is good. They are spreading from India, though.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to...
Yeah, that's probably the most important thing right now, just so we get or we hold on to those resources.
Yep. I will grab a few more guys here. Send them over here.
26th of July is when we have the war goal against Denmark. That's good. There's not much else to do, so let's use that time to build up our navy a little bit, since we have some free dockyards. I'm just gonna go the cheap route and just gonna produce some submarines. We do have some naval experience, but I would like to use that on the next submarine rather than this one. Panzerkampfwagen 4. Oh, here we go. That one we're going to use for a while probably, so might as well make that a good one in a second. What else? We're in 41, there's no military equipment I can do here. We have support equipment, tanks are good. Artillery is good. Researching the last doctrine, that's perfect, so let's go. Best German submarine ever built, Type 7C. Although I think the next focus gives me a bonus on that, so let's not do that. I could use a better fighter. Oh, we might just go down here. 37 days? Sure. Let's get that out of the way. Done is done. And I'm not going to upgrade those just yet. There we go. We're at war with Denmark. Well, by Denmark. That's gonna be quick, nice, easy, and dirty.
Yeah, they are marching up the coast quick here in India.
Look at all them planes. What are you?
You know what?
That is fighter, right? Yeah, that's fighters. Let's put you over here and fight there. Why not? It's always the same. They lost their front line up here. They like to do that, so let's give them just a right-click attack order. Move. Yeah, I never quite managed to hold the front line when they have to go through all these straits into the Danish territory. You always lose the front line. I don't know why. You go there. You go here. You just attack that. Perfect. Give me like 3 of you. You go here. Afterwards you go here. Probably don't have to. No, we won that. Copenhagen has fallen. There you go. Now we just wait for midnight. Thank you. Some infantry equipment, very nice. So, Green Army, which is defending the coastline. Yeah, you need more territory to defend now. That. And yeah, that. Perfect. Redistribute and do your job. Main army, come down back here. I have 2 tanks standing around. See, I knew I had 2 tanks somewhere. Come over here. Go to Hanover. That's those. Yeah, perfect. No divisions in basic training. I know that. That is a thing. So Denmark still controls Iceland and Greenland. So we would have to do some naval invasions to get there. That's just great. That's exactly what we want. Now... Can I go there? Yes, I can go there. That's the same province? That is the same province. So, Marines, go to Scapa Flow. And get your invasion order ready. We're gonna invade Reykjavik. And all the rest. Why wouldn't we? Actually, we can just do that. That's just 2 sea zones. That's perfect. Let's do that. Decryption. That's good. That's too early. Not go there. Construction speed. Sure. Construction and repair speed. All we need. Well, the next one is done. Right, now, production efficiency cap or production efficiency growth or a retention. And we are going to upgrade quite a bit more, so I'm going for retention. Yes, please, 451 days, who cares? I want that done. It's a little ahead of time, I think. So, Navy. What is it that you are doing? Not much. That's our main navy. There's not much left of my main navy. What is it? Ooh, double click. What submarines? What are you doing? You go to port now. And your new port will be up here. Control right click. It's not taking it. Okay. Why are you not moving? Can you not move? Where are you? Right here. Oh, you're in combat. That's probably a bad thing. How's it going then? 7 submarines versus 5 destroyers and 2 battleships. Probably not the best thing I've ever seen. Lost a submarine. Lost more submarines. Oh yeah, that's not looking good. And here they go. That's my fleet. Gone. Perfect. That's just what you get. I had a submarine fleet once. It was a nice time. We need oil and things, so let's get that done. Where am I getting that from? Italy, that's not going to be a thing. Venezuela, also not a thing. Romania, give me all your oil. Which is not much, it seems. Well, better than nothing. Rubber. Siamese Empire. Italy, give me rubber. Tungsten. Tungsten is an issue. Well, all the tungsten from Italy. That's better than nothing. Portugal. Sure, I can get that on the land route. That's looking better now. Okay, how is resistance doing now? Well, it's kinda better. Might even be able to repair some stuff. It's good! Pumping out mechanized, pumping out medium tanks, that is looking really nice. You might just be able to transform the whole army now. Yeah, sure. Full medium tank army. Nice. Should probably produce some more, but I don't really feel like it. What are we gonna do with all the others here? How's that naval invasion coming along? Technically ready. We just need sea or naval superiority, which is currently not a thing. How about you come here? And just stay in port. And of course they're fighting now. It's perfect. I might be able to make that. Oh yeah, enemies is down on fighting strength. Those are the ones that just sank my submarines. Nice. Hungary demands Slovakia. No. Hungary wants to split Czechoslovakia. No. Well, I'm losing destroyers, they are losing destroyers, that's all great. My battleships are retreating, losing a cruiser. They lost a battleship. I just won that fight. Haha! Screw you. Okay, submarines. You also need to be stationed somewhere over here. Where's a good naval base where I can put you? Just put you up here as well, who cares? You can invite to faction. Neo-Ottoman Empire wants to join the faction. Nice.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. More air superiority, that's all that counts. Atomic research is done. Look at that. Yeah, let's go for nuclear reactor. Why wouldn't we? Neo-Ottoman Empire wants to join the war. Yes, please.
Okay. Back to this guy.
Now it's interesting. Now they can actually march into Africa right from the Neo-Ottoman Empire's border there. Very good. Very, very good. Oh, the Brits are taking back that one island there. Interesting. Don't care. Not even in the slightest. Good. Do we have... Our airplanes don't have any range. No, with those I can't get naval superiority around here. There's just no way. We just need to wait for our navy to build up. Which is a slow process, but it will happen at some stage. How are we looking here? Minus 10% due to lack of resources. That is okay though. Construction 4 done. Nice. Alright, so now we should have, yeah, 50% bonus on the next submarine type. 38 days, we're gonna go straight for that. And now let's work on our tanks. Come here. Well, that one, create a variant. Now, what do you go for in tanks?
You're asking me?
Mm-hmm. Because I told you.
Armor?
Exactly. Armor and reliability. That's your winner right there. So that's what we're gonna do. Losing a little bit of speed here. Oh, that's okay. I can deal with that. Decommission that one. And now we switch over, and that will hurt a lot, but we're gonna do it anyway. Should actually have waited until production efficiency retention is done. But that's another 380 days. So, no. Let's produce all the good tanks. There we go. Yeah, that hurts a lot. Down to 17% efficiency on that production line. That really hurts a lot. Technology. We've done the last doctrine, so we're as powerful as we can be. That is great. We're approaching 42, so we need to get ready to research the next weapons and equipment. And support stuff, and all the things. We could go for that one. Could grab another one here. Naval mission efficiency is good. Bombing, interception, these don't matter that much. Ground support is also really good. Sure. Yeah, let's get that out of the way. What happened here? Oh, I sunk a cruiser from the Brits. That's perfect. As long as I didn't lose anything, that's good! Up to 6 submarines. Would you believe it? Still losing convoys and stuff. Alright. That's just what happens. Okay, so there's not much happening right now, except for waiting to be able to actually gain some superiority in this region to invade Iceland. Which we probably can't do with just 6 submarines. How's our situation over here? Friendly ships presence 1, enemy ships presence 6. That's bad. And that's also enemy 6, so they're probably patrolling in this area. No, we need some more. And we will get there eventually. Turkey is pushing, that's very good. You have mostly cleared up French Indochina. It seems like you're trying to push back whatever is happening in India there.
Yeah, it's kind of a mess right now.
Yeah, I believe you. Yeah, let's improve the national spirit, why not? Last focus item I can do here. Okay, what else? Should probably get started on the next better fighter, although I don't even have the capacity to produce them yet. But sure. No, not you. You. Let's do that. Keeps busy for a while. Alright, so we're getting ready to do this. For real. It's looking good. Mostly. Yeah, it's actually not looking too bad. I like it. Gaining grounds. America, how are you doing? 160 divisions, 76 ships. I think they had 120 when we started, so they must have lost some to the Japanese. That's good. 4,000 fighters? Well, they probably have all of those from the UK. Fall of Rome.
What?
Yeah, I think you got invaded there. Oh yeah, quite heavily.
How the hell did I get invaded?
Well,
All my guys are there, supposed to be garrisoned.
Taking care of it. Mostly. Alright, so that's something we need to take care of. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, we own Gibraltar, we don't have the Suez yet, so they can still come into the Mediterranean. But we're taking care of it. It's gonna be fine. Don't you worry. But that's it for today, folks. If you like the video, support for more? Yeah, that's also a thing. Support us! We need support! Subscribe for more! Leave a comment if you feel like it. Don't forget to enjoy yourselves. And that's it for today. You are dismissed. Bye-bye. Alright.
Do I have the whole
should probably
garrison thing? They're supposed to be taking care of all this, and yeah, he just completely blew it all.
Yeah,
Nice.
they are fighting, but they are losing. I'm a-coming.
And they just cut me in half.
Yeah, that's what usually happens. They always land in Rome somewhere. That's just the thing. You have your guys in Sicily. You might want to take out that one province they took there and just hold that one for now. I'm coming down there.
I got nothing over here. Eesh.
Alright, that's not you. That's Venezuela. Interesting.
Yeah.
Oh well. What can you do?
Yeah.
What can you do? That outdated equipment type 2A. What? Oh, the submarine. Yeah, that's done. I'm gonna do that in a second. Okay, that's happening. How many troops do you have and where are they?
Let's see. They are in... How is it? They're south of Rome. They came out of Naples.
Mm-hmm.
And headed up north. I had troops in Rome itself, and
Yeah, they got pushed out of the way. Just what happened. Where is your main army?
Over in India, trying to take care of all of that. Yeah.
I see it. Are they set to go?
Yeah, everybody's on go. I don't have the people or the organization or something because this is just getting ridiculous.
No, it is looking good. Well, river crossing minus 30%, attack into mountains minus 55%. The entrenchment bonus. That takes a while. That is true. While you do that, I take care of this. Navy is getting better. Not good, but better. So you are currently, let's see, 70% towards capitulation. I think I have to fix that.
Yeah, we're about done.
I have 64 divisions down there. It should be a thing I can do, probably. I currently just need my 10 marines to do the Denmark Islands, so I don't need anything else of my army right now. That should be no problem. Getting rid of all these freaking icons because I don't... It's always been a thing. At some stage, the pop-up for all your naval battles doesn't pop up anymore, and then you can't just right-click it to get rid of all the icons on your screen.
Yeah.
And that is majorly annoying, because I basically now have to go through and search the whole map if there's any naval combat icon, and right-click that to dismiss it. And when they're all gone and a new one pops up, then I should get back the icon. Sometimes you just have to restart your game. That's also an option. It's really annoying. Okay, island hopping, that's what we do. I could do paratroopers, but they won't be able to reach that far. Oh well. I don't like paratroopers, they're not good. Yeah, if we want to get rid of all the incursions in the Mediterranean, we would basically have to take all of the African coast, take the Suez, and take out like Malta and what's this? Cyprus, the French islands of Sardinia and Corsica, Balearic Islands. Basically, we need to make sure that there is no port that the enemy has, because if they don't have a port, they don't have a navy. If they can't get naval superiority, they can't land.
Right.
They need at least one ship to be considered superior when there's nobody else in the area. And if you deny them the ships, they can't land. That's the easiest to go about this. Oh wow, they are landing wherever they please. It's just ridiculous. Haven't been at war with Greece yet, which is also pretty ridiculous, because usually that should have happened by now. But we'll see. If the Ottomans want to go to war with Greece, then that will be added to our general war. Spain is getting invaded. That's not gonna happen. No, Spain is holding. The 200 divisions. Oh, they are holding. I told my navy to stay in port. What are they doing? They are staying in port. That is why they are fighting at sea. That makes sense. Yeah, naval orders have always been a little bit weird. Right, let's continue with this. Hey everybody, and welcome back to Hearts of Iron 4 Noob to Expert. Are we going to continue to try and invade the US? Well, for now we just have to avert an invasion in Italy, because Italy is already 70% towards capitulation and nobody noticed. So I'm taking care of that right now. Let's go. Everybody set to go? Yeah, they are set to go.
Yep.
Are you set to aggressive? Well, now you are. Make sure that you do stuff. Yeah, I should be able to clear that up rather easily. Come on, do things. I have one more here. 8th of December 1941. We are getting there. Let's get more factory output. That's probably a good thing to get. Yeah, I'm clearing that up. That looks good. Also clearing that up. No big deal. No, I'm not going to set that front line. If I'm going to set a front line down there in the boot of Italy, they might just hop into the waters to try to reach that front line, because currently there is no land connection, and I just don't want that to happen. Taking back Rome, that's great. Taking back Ancona, so those troops are now encircled completely. And we're gonna annihilate them. Just go. Everybody. Northwestern Italy is almost free. You're back down to 20% capitulation. See? Just took 50% off like that.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. The UK is still mine. That's looking good. Covering all the coastlines here. Very good. That works. Now I can set a front line down here. Because now there is a land connection. Oh, the Allies got driven out of Sicily, which is really, really great. Because crossing that sea zone is always an issue there. That sea zone? That strait. That's what I meant.
Yep.
So that got taken off our hands. And now the army is coming. Well, they're set to aggressive. Don't need a battle plan. Screw the battle plan. No, you're all just gonna go here. Oop. Don't crash the game. Yeah, that covers pretty much every province. Perfect attack. Just do it!
Yeah.
Any other
Seriously.
invasions? No,
Move it.
looking okay. Turkey is still fighting its way through Jordan towards Cairo to get the Suez. You're still trying to drive them out of India, which seems to be working now. You're still attacking across the river. So if you want to get the most out of that combat, just make sure that you're not attacking across the river. Take your army and move it somewhere. Like to the northern province there. Above, what is this? West Bengal. Calcutta! There you go. Move most of your army to the north and attack from there into Calcutta. That works better. Oh, I got the button back. That's great. Why do I have naval combat when you are in port? I lost 3 light cruisers. I sunk more enemy ships. Still, I need those light cruisers. You are supposed to stay in port, you idiots. Submarines coming in. Also, let's increase our submarines to the better ones. And we're actually gonna create a variant here and make them good. Which means engine for speed and range and evasion. Greatest strength is the ability to remain undetected and only strike when it has the advantage. So we're gonna go for stealth. That's looking good. Does that do anything to all the other factors here? What does it do? Visibility, speed, reliability, yeah, all the things. Our reliability is not really going up when I up reliability. That's interesting, it's like a %. Ah well. 7CA. Yep, it's gonna be you. There you go. Best submarine ever made. Now, we should be doing... Yeah, we are producing more oil factories, so we don't need all of this anymore. That's great. No rubber needed. That's also great. How are we on factories? We're losing some factories due to sabotage. But the main factories are still going. Is that my only support equipment? Yes, it is. That's not good. Is that my only motorized? Yes, it is. It's also not good. I've successfully staged a coup in the United States, so let's stop the game here for a second. We're going to have some fun now. Let that impact on the tanks, that's better. You.
Oh, they're taking over my little bit of territory I had at the beginning of the game.
Ethiopia.
Yeah, I'm losing
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah, that doesn't matter.
Okay.
There's nothing there. It's just Ethiopia. It's okay. You do this. You do this. And that should be done. You take that, please. Stupid. Anything else we need to do? Probably not. What have I lost now? They have lost a destroyer. That I can live with. Oh, I might be able to take out their last battleship here. That would be cool. Did I not just dismiss that? Oh, 2 more destroyers sunk. That's perfect. So, let's have a look at the United States. Oh yeah. The Free American Empire has taken over the western part of the United States. Now, if I had any navy in the Pacific, I would just bring my troops into Siberia and ship them all over to the Free American Empire. And then fight from there. Why? Because they do want to join our faction.
Wow.
That's how that works. That's why you stage a coup. So, let's look at them. They have exactly 1 division and 500 planes. And that's it. 14 factories. The rest of the United States has 200 factories and 170 divisions. Yeah. That's why that is usually not the best thing you can do. Well, if I could get my troops over there quickly, I could fight the war for them. That's the preferred option here. So how am I going to do that without losing all my stuff? Do I have a port anywhere here? No. Oh, that's great. I need a port somewhere. And then I still need to get there. I probably should just send my infantry over for now and see what happens. Probably gonna lose half of it on the sea route. Still better than doing nothing. Lost 4 convoys, lost a convoy, yeah, losing all the things. Doesn't matter. Okay, so I'm gonna let them join our faction. Why wouldn't I? Accept. Anything else I need to do right now? No, that's all looking good. That's all looking good. Perfect. So how do I get there the quickest way? I still want to do the whole Denmark route, for which I still need more ships. I have 11 submarines now. And 6 ships remaining of my main fleet, which is a nothing. Can you come back over here, please? Take care of this. That would be cool. Turkey is pushing. That's looking really good. So I'm gonna clear up the rest of the incursion in Italy. And then I'm gonna take that army and move it over to America if I can. I could probably just use some of the Japanese harbors. I don't really feel like doing that. So let's see. Can I quickly build a port here, a good one? Like there. Shoop. Move that up. How long will that take? 7th of February for the first installment. That's good. How's my infrastructure up there? Non-existent. 1 of 10. That won't help. Where could I go? I could go from there. From Vladivostok. That would work. Let's do that. There's already a port 8 out of 10. So let's build that up. Who cares? The other one can still be built up and just used for supplies. That should work. Building more infrastructure. Building all the things. Yeah, that's looking okay. Let's do that. Okay, let's continue. American Empire has joined. That's good. Which means that we can now see what's going on there whenever the fight is going to erupt. The downside of doing this is because this is technically a civil war, but it is also a war Axis versus Allies. The Allies are now going to try to invade the whole Free American Empire, and once the United States wins that, they get their territory back. If the Free American Empire wins, even with my help by 99.99%, they still get the United States because it is a civil war. They have first claim. And they immediately get it. So it's a bit annoying. There's nothing we can really do there. Did we clear that up here? Yeah, we did. Go in there, get that port back. Yeah, there's more landings in Italy. Can I do anything about that? Ooh, ooh, oh, the lag. Close all the menus. I might be able. Green Army. Let's see. Might be able to help you out a little bit by diverting some of my troops. Like that. Yeah, that's a lot of my troops, but then again, if it works.
Okay, so if I click on garrison, they should garrison the area that I click on, correct?
That is true.
That's what they're supposed to do, right? Right. So, let's see if they're capable of doing this again.
Ah, come on. What am I doing here? B. Go. Thank you. So I'm moving my Red Army over to Japan now. Let's see if I can help out America. Proof national spirit is done. So, stop the game. One thing we still have to talk about now is continuous focuses, or foci, it doesn't really matter. I've done pretty much all the foci I can do, and that leaves those down here. Continuous focuses unlocked, says it on the top, and you see these green lights. Basically you have to go through your focus tree, and every time you complete a focus, one of these lights lights up. Lights up? Yeah, that's a thing. Sounds weird. English, it's a weird language. Get a real one, like German. Once you have all of these lights complete, you have unlocked the continuous focuses. They don't expire, you just click on them and they don't have a 70-day or whatever turn until they are complete. They just go on and they give you a bonus to different things. So, for example, air production gives you minus 20% production cost on pretty much everything that looks like a plane. Which is great. Construction repair gives you more repair speed and free repair. Really cool, especially if you have a lot of resistance. That's the thing to go for, to just, you know, repair all the things. So if you're in an active war on multiple fronts, you want your factories going. Resistance suppression, I never really use that. I'd rather go for the free repair. Suppress subject, never use that. Technology sharing is something you can only have when you, well, it says here faction research. That is something else entirely to talk about. That will take a little bit longer, so we just skip that one for now. Good ones to do is construction engineering if you're still constructing a lot of things. That does not go for military construction. You see there's no military factories in there, but you can get radar stations, land forts, nuclear reactors, all that built faster. Division training time minus 25% is really good if you're on extensive conscription, because it gives you a plus 10%, and with that you would have minus 15%. Really cool. So we're gonna go construction repair. Probably. How are we looking on that? There is not much to do there. Okay. This one you can change whenever you want because it doesn't expire. That's really good. There's no need to do that. Let's go for this one instead. Which is just construction engineering, because we are doing a lot of infrastructure and oil refineries. And that's exactly what that is good for. So let's do that for a while. Large ships in low strength. They shouldn't be fighting at all. They should be in port, dang it. Yeah, sure. What else did I lose here? Heavy cruiser. Very nice. Only have 5 ships left and they're still in combat. Well, submarines are looking good. That's at least something. Oh, it's all UK ships. That's weird. And fighters, it seems. Get some fighters in there. Sure. You guys, those are my naval bombers, right? Yes. Come up here. Fight there. Screw them. Let's stop this madness. Alright, where were we? Red Army is now moving the general Japan area, trying to hop over to America before it's too late. They are already lining up on the American front line there. So we need to go... Free America wants to expand into Canada. That's quite ambitious with one division, which I can't see even. Yeah, it's still one division. That's nothing. Screw that. I need 15 tungsten, it seems, and I can't get it from anywhere. Alright, this is all green? Yes, this is all green army. You do this. For now. And then I hope we can just hold the coastline without much effort, so they can't land anymore, and then we shouldn't have a big problem. I could probably produce some more troops. I don't have any experience right now, not much, because I would like to do a military police division, although I don't think really that's necessary that much. Okay, let's continue this. How are you doing? How's India doing? Still trying.
You had it on pause, so I was checking out my territory.
Well, it's on pause now.
Yep.
Oh, wow, they're landing in too long.
Yeah, this is just turning into a nightmare now.
Oh, that's always the same. No, fight that back. You're not landing here. You're not welcome here. Ugh. Do things. Alright, let's see if we can get this naval invasion done at some stage. How's this going now? Not good. Yeah, losing things. Oh, press that button. Oh, I don't really care about the main navy. There's not much left of the main navy anyway. So, convoy escort, and you're gonna do it here and here. And you're gonna go whenever you can. Western approaches. Wait, that's that one, right? That one. Yeah, you should be there. Where's my submarines? What are they doing? Why are they not doing anything? You are stationed in the Scottish Highlands, but you are currently in the Northeastern Sea? What? Why? Norwegian coast. Oh, there they are. They are coming at some stage. If we're lucky. Alright, that might or might not go, we will see. So what you can do with naval invasions... Oh, there they are going. Great. You can directly, as soon as they're going, give them an attack plan, which we're gonna do. You're gonna come over here. And you're set to go, so whenever, feel free to do that. And they're currently unopposed. Mostly. 14 submarines fighting 5 destroyers. Seems like we're winning that. I like it. Great. Where's Red Army? Oh, it's coming. Supply status 50%. They're going through Siberia and whatnot. It's gonna take some time. Still having invasion issues. Can't really do much about that though. That's the biggest issue. What are you doing here? Britain is trying to do stuff, Spain is trying to land with 1 division. That's crap, you shouldn't do that with 1 division. Didn't I have tanks over here? Yes, I do. Am I still producing any? No. Good. You tanks, come over here. Be an army. Actually, be medium tanks. Yup. That's better. Get this front line. And attack whenever you can. I should have a general somewhere that I don't need. Rommel. Sure, that fits for tanks. I think that's an idea. Yeah, the army is going. Slowly. So how is our lovely America doing here? They haven't lost a single province yet, but the rest of America doesn't seem to be pushing yet. So let's hope that continues. You wouldn't have that in a multiplayer game, obviously. There's just no way. Can you railroad down here? Just be fast. Oh yeah, that's better. Got that landing taken care of over here. That's good. Just this one now. Tanks are coming. Go aggressive and go. Need some support. Is that better? Why are we not winning this? Minus 70% attack due to terrain. Yeah. That is a thing. Shouldn't really attack in that. Should attack here. Okay, anything else we need to take care of? Doesn't look that bad. Spain is still trying to land in Dublin. That's not gonna work. We have landed in what is it? Iceland, and we are losing. Oh, that's great. There are Danish troops there. Quite a lot, actually. Oh man. Yeah, that's not gonna work.
That's kind of a mixed battle.
No, it's not gonna work. I'm out of supply and out of organization.
Yeah. Well.
There's only 5 divisions of my 10 Marines left. They are currently holding. But they won't be for long. No, those are dead. Nothing you can do there. So that's where all the Danish troops went. Interesting.
They said we
And it's actual Danish troops up there. Never seen that happen. It's usually just abandoned territory. Can you please kill that one? I don't like what's happening here. Okay. I also need an army to defend the UK if this goes on for a while longer. So that I can get my tanks back. That would be preferably a thing I should do. So let's train some more infantry. 5, 20, 24. There you go. Just one. And you will... just here somewhere. Doesn't matter. Just do it. Nice. So, how's my navy? Something left? 17 submarines. That doesn't look too bad. Do that one as well, if you can. 2 marines left, and they're dying quickly. Alright. Screw that. That's not gonna work. Oh, my army has arrived. Hello. You are now going to get a front line over here. Go. Oh, Japan is coming over. Oh, look at that! Japan is moving into the Free American Empire. I feel nice. A man in the high castle thing going on here. So let's give those guys a front line. And then just wait for it. Alright, next time, America. For those in the stream, don't go anywhere, we'll continue straight away. But for those watching the video, that's it for this episode. Don't forget to justify a subscriber goal and blitzkrieg the like button. Follow me on Twitter if you want to catch the next live stream. I am Scripter, he is Scott, this is America, not for much longer, and you are dismissed. Great. That's that episode recorded. Number 27. This is the weirdest game I've ever played with Germany. I just have to admit that.
That's because you're playing with me.
That is quite true.
That's all there is to it.
Yeah. Alright, so I definitely need to exchange these troops for regular infantry somehow. I do have some army experience, so I should probably just put up a Coast Guard template or something like that. And then get my tanks back out of there, which is a totally different thing entirely. So screw this, do this. Yeah, that's better. And I don't even need that.
Okay, how is this? It's saying I have free, what is that? Free military factories.
Yeah.
And I already have all the lines set up. They're in red, so I'm just waiting for them to go.
Yeah, even though they are red, you might still have more red ones. Potential free military factories, I would call them.
Okay. Because I'm like just waiting now for them to start clicking over to start producing more stuff, and I'm like, okay, when is it?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not getting the tanks I should be getting. I got 2 lines of tanks that are at 4.26 days, and I'm still... I've gotten more troops than I've gotten no tanks, actually. I've gotten plenty of troops now, but no tanks.
Mm-hmm. Well, with all the lines I currently have, I have 6,000 mechanized and 3,500 tanks. So it's, yeah, you just need a lot of them. Tanks are expensive. I mean, if you look at that, they do have a production value. So if you hover over that tank in your production menu, it will tell you what the production cost is. It's that little green wrench icon.
27.
Yeah, that's a lot. My tanks cost 13. And I still need all the resources for them. Like, a full factory production here needs 15 oil, 30 tungsten, 45 steel. And I get 4.9 per day. With one full factory line currently. And I have, what, 6 of them? Otherwise I wouldn't be able to manage at all. Yeah, that's why Germany does that. They are quite good in tanks.
Okay, we can add some more stuff here.
Alright, so what else do we need to talk about? Nukes, that will still take a while. 170 days for reactors, and then 1945 is when I can start researching nukes. I could still do radar, which would probably actually be a good idea now. So next free research in 4 days will see me researching some radar. What are we not producing? Fighters. Let's do some of this rearranging here. That seems better now. Fighter production is back in swing. Do have surplus oil, that's good. I click on oil. There. Where am I? Am I not getting any more? No, that's just that. Great. I do import still a lot of tungsten.
Okay.
Let's do this. Okay. So you might have noticed that even though there's a civil war in the US, they are 0% towards capitulation. That is because this free American empire now is not US territory anymore. It doesn't count towards their victory points. I mean, which is okay. Because otherwise, if that was United States victory points, how would you ever make the free American empire capitulate by taking the land away if it's not theirs?
Right.
Right? So that gets recalculated. Naval invasion in Scotland. Are you for real? That's not gonna happen. Well, it probably is. Yeah, my marines are dead. That's great. Should have invaded Reykjavik straight away instead of some hinterlands. Which is actually a German word for a reason. Well, there are still too many troops in your northern part there of Italy. Don't like that.
What do we got here?
You have some troops surrounded there in India. Which is bad. Yeah, I think in India you need to set some priorities. You can't have all these front lines and, you know, just assign 2 or 3 divisions to them. That's never gonna work.
No, I tried to do a thing where it, I created a front line. I created, you know, where they're supposed to go to, and this is just keeps happening constantly. And I'm like, okay, well then let's try to get everybody to go south, and it won't do that. It keeps breaking up, breaking up, breaking up.
Yep. Yeah, I can see that. I would just say delete the front lines and set them up anew. Just start with one of the little pockets that you have there, clear that up, then go to the next one. It's probably the easiest thing to do. My troops seem to be going, hoping that they don't get annihilated, but by the way the Japanese are going over there, I think there's just nobody there, which is great.
Yeah.
Oh, I do have this one port now, which is a level 3 port. Might as well go from there. Ah, well. Okay, so you're still doing all of that. That's great. Yeah, I need to send my planes over to America. Well, as soon as my troops are there. Before that, it doesn't really make much sense, really. It's not gonna be much fighting when there's no troops. What are you? United States is in Africa now. Look at that. Great. How's America doing? Way too good, actually. 200 military factories. Are you freaking kidding me? That's more than I have. 60 ships. That's good. And 160 divisions. Wow. I have 209 military factories, actually. That's okay. I'm gonna outproduce America. Why wouldn't I? Still doing all the infrastructure, which I don't need anymore. Well, yeah, because I'm building oil and factories there soon. How are we doing on that? It's all blue. Blue's good. Yeah, let's do that for a while. The capital of the Netherlands is now north of Brazil. Would you believe it? Alright, ready for the next one?
Yep.
Great. I still have 2 Marines somewhere, it seems. No, that's tanks. Sorry. Never mind. Screw it. Anybody with a good skill? No. Okay, screw it. Here we go. Hey everybody and welcome back to Hearts of Iron 4 Noob 2 Expert Tutorial, where we are about to invade the United States via the Free American Empire. Some Japanese troops are already there, look at that, they have sent Marines and they are sending more. The sea is, the Pacific is clogged with Japanese troops and mine are joining them. So let's hope we don't get intercepted on the way. I mean, looking at all these Japanese troops, it seems to be going quite okay. There's not much naval combat happening. Actually, I can't see any naval combat. Which means we should get them over there. That is good. And then we are going to fight like we've never fought before. I might redesign some of these troops to become tank troops. Yeah, we do have quite a lot. And that might be a thing to do. Instead of taking our army out of the UK. Because we don't have anybody else to put there right now. The coastal anti-invasion troops are now stretched a little bit thin. They're not even covering Le Havre, look at that. Due to the fact that we have Denmark now and that we are trying to defend Italy as well. But you know, what can you do? Somebody's gotta do it, right?
I have a naval invasion.
Alright, let's hit play, let's see what happens. Still trying to get this pocket de-pocketed here. Doesn't really seem to be a thing. Well, the tanks are doing not too bad.
Oh, they ran away. Good. Alright.
Well, if the tanks can manage, that would be great.
Can I get India map mopped up, please? Oh, they're breaking out and going everywhere.
Yeah. Oh, next fighter is researched. Perfect. Not producing any naval bombers, so we're not gonna go for that. Let me get down in speed just a little bit here, because I do need to take care of some things. I think we wanted to go and research radar now, because we haven't really shown that off. I've talked about it a little bit, but not really shown it. What's going on here? The Brits have lost a destroyer to one of my 18 submarines. That's perfect. What are we gonna do? We are going to use this template. Duplicate. This is gonna be the Coast Guard. Low priority. You have a combat width of 20, that's all great. You don't need all of this. Does it give us defense? A little bit. Well, we do have it available, so why not use it? That we definitely need. That we don't. Can we get defense here? Yeah, we do, but don't really feel like it. Let's get more manpower in there. That looks good. So, amphibious defense, no bonus. If we were actually going to get marines, does that help? No, no bonus. So why would we, right? I'm actually not going to add them. I'm going to remove some, because this is just going to be a little defense force. So 10 combat width is fine. Defense isn't really that good, but then again, everybody attacking will get a penalty on attacks unless they actually use marines, and this way we can just produce more of them. So you are the Coast Guard. We're gonna just save that. Perfect. Come on. And then we're gonna produce some. I'm gonna take these and just transform them once they're done. Train. Let's do 15 at a time. Let's do, I don't know, 5 batches of those. And you're gonna be released over here. Somewhere smack in the middle. That's good. And you are going to join the Green Army, which is our Coast Guard. Also, you need a different helmet, otherwise I get confused. Coast Guard. There, get the tower. That's perfect. Okay, I like that. These are already in production. Yeah, I could just deploy them. Who cares? They are deployed. I'm gonna come back to you in a second. You join these guys. Spread out. And then... oh, then this is not going well. You attack this. Both tanks. Oh, there's 4th there and everything. Should probably go for that one first. So, all of you are now going to be redesigned into Coast Guard. That gives us back a lot of manpower and equipment. Makes them less good, but we don't really care about that. I'm gonna get set to aggressive so you actually do stuff. Good. Now, you... yeah, get a new theater so you don't annoy me. Great. Troops are going over to America, it's looking good. America is still not pushing, otherwise you would see light red territory here over here. That is also perfect. Who is justifying against me? United States is justifying against us. Oh, well, we're already at war. Sucks to be you. What else do we want?
Yeah, they're just a touch late on that.
Yeah, we are on 42, so let's get started on all of this. There's more to come. Radar is nearly done. I want that. I want mechanized 2. Because they are just way better. Come on. Tick, tickety, tick, tick, tick. Come on. There you go. And 3 days for that. Perfect. We're producing outdated equipment. No. Let's up our fighters. Focke-Wulf 190. There you go. Needs more oil. We have the oil. No problem. So I have 1 medium tank and 1 mechanized equipment line that's currently doing nothing due to factories being broken and everything. And I have more dockyards. Might as well just produce some more submarines, huh? That's what we got them for. There you go. Most of them damaged. Who cares? Concentrated Industry 3, that's also very good. So I think we're now gonna go for excavation to get more resources out of the resources we have. because that's what we really need. And it's a passive bonus, so that is definitely good to have. Troops arrived? Well, they are arriving in LA. That's perfect. German troops in LA. And that's not even a hostile move. That's still to come. All of you go in here. Let's see if we can do this now. Some of these, actually I don't want you to join. Yeah, right click to clear that. Okay, I just want them to be here because I need to ship them over to the UK as well so I can get my tanks back. 62 of my divisions have arrived. I'm pretty sure I had 64 at some stage, but that is okay. I can live with that. Now, how are we? Attrition, total attrition 110%. What? Weather modifiers, mud, plus 70%. That's great. But most of them are actually looking okay. Yeah, well. Let them deploy to the front lines, and then I'm gonna tell you to go. Are you set on aggressive? Well, let's set them back to regular. Don't care about that. Need some more oil. We are working on oil. Yes, we are. Don't need to worry about it. Getting all the infrastructure built, that's perfect. Yeah, it's looking good. 8 out of 10 mostly. We could build some more military factories, but then again, there's already a lot queued up. So, let's do radar. Where do I want radar? Everywhere in my territory. Along the coastline. That helps fighting off naval invasions. Quite a lot. There you go. Don't care up there. That's queued up. That will take a while to get there. Anything else we need to worry about? Italy is free again, it seems, except for that little piece. You actually have made real progress in India.
Yeah, a little bit.
Oh yeah, I like that.
Working on it still.
Invasions in Singapore, but, you know, Singapore, Siamese Empire is holding. That's great. Yeah, don't need to worry about anything there. It's cool. I still have naval invasions in Scotland, which I still believe are not really happening. And we are pushing into the US. It is actually happening. That is very good. There's a lot of troops here. Japanese. What are you? Hungary. Great. Oh man, the attrition around Vancouver is real. That's just what you get when you try this. Okay, let them do their thing. How are we on supplies now for tanks? We have 4,700 tanks and 8,000 mechanized. I think we could take some of these, let's say those. That's 12. That's a little bit too much. Hungary doesn't want licensed production anymore. That's great. You're not paying for it anyway. Medium tanks. Do we have? We do. Oh, we can do more than that. Oh, that's perfect. Let's do more than that. If we can do more than that. I like that. Yeah, looks good. So those troops are now obviously waiting for all the new equipment to arrive, like tanks, but they are going to get there. 2,500 medium tanks, 2,000 mechanized on the way. Great. Let's deploy these. Right here. Get you to come over here. and then come over here. You're also gonna be a new army. And as soon as they arrive, I give them some orders. You know what? You can actually railroad. Come on. Hurry up. There you go. Hopefully not get sunk. That would be preferred. Huh? Where does that come from? Oh, that's... I forgot that. You are going... Hey, you are going to join those guys. Which means that you... Again, shift. You and you are going to merge. At some stage. Oh, they have arrived. Perfect. Close to. Now you get a garrison area, and that will be all of this. Not that. Yes, all of this. And they won't go there because that's enemy territory, probably. Which is okay. London area, thank you, that as well. So, now that they have arrived, we obviously need more, which will take a while. I'm gonna have you join these guys. You do need a commander. If we have a defensive one somewhere, let's give them a field marshal if we have one. Yeah, max entrenchment, there you go. Perfect. And then we can add as many as we want to. So you are technically Coast Guard and join this theater so you don't bug me anymore. Good! Which means tanks can now stop whatever it is they're doing and come home, which currently is Paris. And then we see what we do with them. Right, the big front in America is pushing, look at that. It's looking nice. Tons of supply issues, it seems. Currently free in taxes from the evil democratic oppressors. Still have more tanks. Yeah, tanks and all that have arrived, that's good. Can we like you Can you become tank troops? Almost. Maybe you. That works. Oh, my tanks have arrived. Perfect! Can you please take care of this little resistance in Italy? Thank you very much. Go. Which means those guys can actually join that army, and we have a full complement of 24 medium tanks. Ooh, I like it. And attack. Yeah. Well, that little piece that of incursion that we have there in the rest of your Italian territory should be a thing of the past in a moment.
I hope so.
Oh, there you are. Very good.
I'm just concentrating on trying to get rid of this. Because
Yeah.
we almost had it, and now it's back to, you know, whatever.
Yeah, they're sending troops back in. Well, the pockets in the north, those two, shouldn't be an issue, because... An issue? Because they don't have supply. You can just leave them there, they will starve. What you need to do is get that port of Madras. That's the only port in that whole pocket. If you can take that away, they have no options to get supply in. And they can't file out, you can destroy all those troops. So take whatever tanks you have them manually go down to where you currently have that one attack going, right south of Madras.
Yep.
Just by, you know, shift right click all the different provinces until they get there, and then right click an attack order into that port. Once you have that, that's it. Nothing they can do.
Okay, that's done, that's done.
That's the most logical course of action. And how the United States is justifying against us. I'm so scared. Right, time to bring the Air Force over. Speaking of which, where is it? It's here. Not you, you're staying there. You're also staying there. All the rest, please. Come over here. Right here. That is obviously way too many planes for one airport, but once they're here I can actually redistribute them. Where do we have something small? What are you? Naval bombers. You are the ones that I didn't bring over. That's good. 1,000. That's 100. You are close air support. So let's take you. You're going to go here. That's 600 maximum. You go here. That's 1,200. So one of the big ones stays there. This one goes here and attacks that. This one just straight into there. Oh, they're coming. Slowly but surely. Oh yeah, speed 3, that's why. I knew there was something. You're gonna go here. It's a big air zone, that helps. You're gonna go here. Whenever you arrive.
Come on, guys. You had the port.
You're moving to Washington. You're moving to Oklahoma. It seems like I took all the fighters back. Okay, that wasn't what I wanted. I wanted to keep some here. Well, you're going to attack that region now from here.
Everybody.
So, you arrived. That's too many planes up here. That's true. One of you has to move somewhere. I don't know where. I don't have anywhere. Here, go there. Where you can't fight. Well, at least you're stationed there. That's good. Enough air wings with no mission. I know that. Did that clear up? Oh yeah, tanks made very short work of whatever was happening there. It's great. They could invade Ireland. Well, don't feel like invading Ireland. They took back that little Denmark that we stole from them. Now I have this huge tank army that I made and I'm doing nothing with them. That's also an issue. So might as well invade Africa. Are you going the land route? Yes you are. And you're railroading. That's perfect. There will be lots of supply issues in Africa, but you know, what can you do? Might as well do something with them. So that's one attack order. And come on. This right here is the other attack order. Half of you, coastline. Go when you arrive. Well, we're fighting. Let's see how the US is doing. They're losing factories, they're upping their manpower. They have way too many fighters for their own good. But we're getting there. And there's not much else to do. So, let's see. We are still producing all the different oil refineries and some military factories now, it seems. Yep, the first 3, 4 are getting produced. That's good. Still have tons of repairs to do. Then we're getting into radar. Well, the repairs are underway. That's fine. How is the UK doing? We need more troops in the UK, though. Deploy. And let's just add some more. Why not? How many troops do we need? Yep, so what I wanted. That one. 74 it says. Okay. How about you? 118. Okay. Or, you know, in other words, more. Still have my capital ships up here. That shouldn't be a thing. But, Military factory sabotage. Yeah, that's what happens. Probably should research military police and add that. No, not you. You. Yeah, it's probably a thing that we will have to take care of. Or we just win the fight in the US and be done with it. I like that idea better. Maybe please kill that and not just stand around there sheepishly doing nothing. See? It's dead now. That's how that works. Do we have Vancouver now? Looks like it. That's good. It's one of the main victory points you need up here. And then I'm probably just gonna take my troops from that front line and put them on the east front line. Which means this... Oh, come on, it'll have to be shortened severely. There you go. So all of you, stop what it is you're doing, realign on this front line and go like crazy. I'm gonna leave that, but I set you to aggressive. Ha! All the attacks. Alright! So, for those on the stream, don't go anywhere, we will continue straight away until we get this done. For those watching the video, that's it for this episode. Don't forget to justify subscriber goal and blitzkrieg the like button. Follow me on Twitter to catch the next live stream. I'm Scripter. This guy down here who is freeing up all of India, that's Scott.
Trying.
And all of you, for today, are dismissed. Bye-bye.
See ya.
Too late.
Of course.
Yeah. Well, I never know if you actually do it or not. You need to get in the habit of telling me if you're doing it or not.
I like to keep you guessing.
Yeah, and then I'm sitting here like, hovering on the stop button. Like, 1, 2, no.
Not a big deal. If I do, I do. If I don't, okay, whatever. Not a big deal.
No, it's only
Come
a
on,
big deal
guys.
editing.
Will you just take these out already?
Oh, wow, there's a lot of troops down here.
Oh. Yeah, but I mean, friggin' the one guy's got 41 divisions, the other one's got 11 of 24, and they're still screwing around. These guys should be done. These are all veterans. It's not like they're green.
Yeah,
They got like
no, it
maybe
doesn't
only
matter.
a couple.
They have entrenchment bonus. They have low supply. That's good. But there's still a lot of divisions.
They're gonna die.
Oh yeah, they're gonna die. It's not gonna take much longer. I mean, you've taken the port, which is exactly what you needed to do. You just stop your army and just let them sit there for a while. Or, you know, set them to aggressive and let them do their thing. They will wear them down and win that. No problem.
Sounds good. Both
And
unaggressive.
if you
Good
want
attempt.
afterwards, there's still Hong Kong.
Hong Kong.
Which doesn't matter at all, but it's still there. So that's something you could take care of since you're already in that area.
Okay. Hong Kong Fooey.
Mm-hmm. That guy. Michael
Number one
Caine.
super guy.
I'm gonna convert some more tanks here. Let's see. Are you tanks?
Who owns this?
What are you now?
Oh. The British people own that.
45 days until mechanized 2, which will give me a huge speed bonus. Which actually, with the medium tanks, I should actually get a speed bonus out of that. That's good. Is that an airport I can use? Oh, there's 1,000 planes for that. That's cool. So you guys down here attack that. You're still attacking that. Well, now you are. Idiots. You're up there. That wasn't me. You are not doing anything, that's perfect. Here. Do that. And how are we doing on factories now? 209 still. A lot of them not working. I'm good on everything I need. Still need tungsten though. And I'm not getting my tungsten from Italy, it seems. That's bad.
I'm trying. Well, you're up to 13 out of 14, so it's climbing. It is climbing.
Little tidbits here and there. Okay. What do we have to do still? Radar, which I can't really do. Rockets, which is not much sense, but I guess I can talk about it. Naval invasions we have just done. Failed miserably. Continuous focus I've done. Talk a little bit about Navy and paratroopers, but I guess that's actually it. Which means we just need to win this. And then we have it. I like it. Where's all of Japan? There's one down there. And they shipped over like 30 troops, and it seems like they have all filed back out again. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 that I can see. The Free American Empire has more. Well, 6, but you know, they do.
5, 6. Yeah. Unless they, well, no, well, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4,
6.
5, 6.
Well, you can look it up, you know,
8,
just
9,
click on Free
10,
American Empire,
11.
click on the flag, and then go details, and it tells you they have 6. They are in faction with us, we get the real numbers.
Okay.
That makes it really easy.
Because it's saying it's got 11 divisions.
No.
Well, I'm talking about if you actually count them. Okay.
Are you counting the ships?
Not the ships. I was counting the troops on the in America, the divisions.
Oh yeah, I see what you mean.
Because if you start counting them up, there's way more than. Well, not way more, but there's more.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Just over the Canada border, there's 2. Up in
yeah,
Washington,
they might be.
Northern California 1.
They might not be their own troops.
Ah, okay.
Expeditionary forces or something, because if you zoom in, they have this little gray area in the bottom right corner of their division icon. Some of them do, not all of them. And I think that's volunteer forces or expeditionary forces, I'm not 100% sure. The one right in the middle, below the I from Free American Empire. That is one of those. That's a tank with a strike through grayish thing. I don't think that that is actually Free American Empire. I think that's an expeditionary force. What's happening here? Oh, Japan has landed in the Philippines. That's not gonna help them, but it's a good idea.
Oh. Yeah, they're off playing elsewhere now.
Yeah, well, let them. Even distractions are good.
Okay.
Cannot deploy you yet. Where are you? 11%, and we need 20, right? Doesn't say it. Just say it here. 20. Okay, just take some time. Ready to go?
I am ready.
That is good. Hey everybody, and welcome back to Hearts of Iron 4 Noob 2 Expert tutorial. Look at this war, F8. We are pushing in America, into Canada and into America. We are pushing into Africa, which is currently not going anywhere. Wow, these stats. Low supply, river crossing, they are entrenched. I can pierce all of them, that's not a surprise. So eventually we will wear them down and just push in there, but there is, what was that, 39 divisions opposing us. Yeah, that's gonna take a while. Japan has landed in the Philippines for no apparent reason. It seems like they're holding for now, but they do need to push into a harbor, and they only have 4 troops, and there's no harbor protected by less than 7 troops there, so that's not gonna work. You are cleaning up India.
Trying!
Yeah. Oh, Australia has been invaded, look at that.
Really?
Oh yeah, just go F8.
Whoa,
Map
okay,
mode.
yeah. Yeah, I see.
Alright, well, cleaning up.
That's where the rest of Japan went.
Exactly. Let's have a look at the war then.
Australia.
New Zealand is 70% towards capitulation. Dutch East Indies is 5%. Philippines don't care. Australia is 10%. Canada is 20%. Ireland, South Africa, Liberia, nobody wants to go there it seems. And then United States is at 27%, and they are still the only country that counts. Our losses are 3.33 million. Their losses are 5.27. Let's have a quick look. Where am I in this whole thing? German Reich, 688,000 casualties. That's as much as the United States, but I have been fighting from the very beginning and they just joined. Italy, 800,000. Well, with all the supply issues around India and all the fighting you've done in China, that's not a surprise. But you're doing great. Let's continue this. Speed 4 into America. Do it.
Here we go.
Oh,
Into
yeah.
the Great Breach.
All of you, get that victory point. Why wouldn't you? So I'm still slowly converting all my troops over to tanks. Yeah, it seems to be working. I just want my tanks to get over there. Where are my tanks? Well, they are pushing into Africa, sort of. Not really. They're trying. Okay, let's just hold. Stop this madness. There they are. Let these troops file out and see what happens. Can you attack that? It's turning green. Let's see for how long. 2 of 5 enemy divisions can pierce this division's armor. Now, where do you have divisions that can pierce my armor? You only have infantry there, right? Yeah, you do. Do you have such a strong anti-tank composition that you can actually do that? No, there's not that much anti-tank in there. There's also no tanks in there, so that's surprising to say the least. It's only 2 divisions here, push. You too, push. Push through here while those guys are busy, then yeah, that worked. And now since we are across the river, here's your attack order, just go. Attack from across, from not across the river without having that penalty. Stop this. Well, you guys in there. And that is way better, and we got it. Suez is ours. Little tactical stuff.
Nice, 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 nice.
So all of you come back over here.
You and you.
Delete that one, don't need it.
Actually, you.
United States stands against fascism. No, you're not. You're trying. But no, you're not.
Okay.
So do I still have some planes that I don't need? Do I have some airports I could use? That's the question I should ask myself. And no, I don't. Everybody is doing its thing. Yup. No, they're all where they should be. It's all good. Nuclear reactors researched. Now, look at that. 900 days for nuclear bombs. I think we're not going to get there. Not at all. Rockets don't make much sense unless you go for the best ones, so let's get just more resources. Why not? Doesn't make much of a difference now anyhow. We almost have it. How are we on tanks? And now that we actually have some more, and we're losing them quite rapidly, that's a different story. Look at this push, look at all the troops. Should I go crazy? Probably.
Aren't you already?
Yeah, technically. It's a different thing for the tanks though. See, in an area where you don't have supply, you usually don't really want them to go crazy, because you just keep pushing them past their limit, and when they run out of supply and out of organization, then it just takes, you know, a single horse to kick them in the side, and then they're gone. But on the other hand, the enemy is having the same supply issues, so if I can keep them on the run by pushing after them faster than they can retreat, why wouldn't I? I think that is a thing. So let's deploy some more of our... yeah, of those guys. And the rest of you can now join these. Whenever. Okay, those are going over. Making sure that we don't lose any of the UK. Yeah, it doesn't matter now, just, you know, guard everything. That's the weirdest way of going. They just go straight to every single port there is, and we might actually lose half of them in the process because of enemy fleets. But I think our submarines are operating in this area. Yeah, mostly. So that's probably not the worst thing that could happen. Although, oh, 42 submarines. I need to add this area. Yeah. Ottomans are losing convoys around Britain. That's interesting. America, how are you doing? How are you doing? Shorten that front line and keep pushing.
Come on, come on, come on, come on.
Africa, how are you doing?
Get over
Successfully
there.
split this in two. Very nice. And there is the second mechanized. Great. Very, very great. I'm gonna produce that in a second. How many are here? Most of them. 18. That's a little bit too much. Can I get all of you to be assigned here, and then I take half of you to be assigned here. Thank you. Excavation 1. It's just more excavation, all the things. We are missing resources. Tungsten, yeah, we're working on that. Thank you. Okay, let's upgrade. Mechanized 2. Mechanized 2. And you guessed it, Mechanized 2. We do have so much Mechanized 1 that we can take the hit to efficiency. Look, we're at 100% efficiency here, 110% production efficiency, and it drops down to 33%. That hurts. We are producing fighters. Still short a little bit on fighters, but we're getting there. We have a lot artillery, a lot infantry equipment. 50,000 motorized, which nobody needs, so we're gonna reduce that down to just one factory here. More tanks. Yeah, much better. And U-boats. All the U-boats. Why wouldn't we? Actually don't need those anymore, but I don't have anything else to do with them. Still have 1 million manpower, no need to worry about anything there. And, you know, we could still go from extensive conscription to something higher. Eventually scraping the barrel, which you don't want. It seems like we've taken Chicago. These 2 tanks are now going to take Detroit. Because I just told them to. Just go. New ace pilots. Yeah, nice. Right, army is set on going crazy, so they are going. Done what I wanted to do in Africa. I've taken the Suez. That's all I really want. Which should give us complete naval superiority in the Mediterranean as long as we have at least one ship somewhere there, which is somehow Italy's part to do. Oh, you're done, it seems. You're just starting the coast now. That's great.
Yeah, kinda, sort of.
Not much else to do. Australia is still losing. New Zealand has capitulated. Oh, Australia is fighting back. No!
How dare they?
It's gonna be over soon. You know what? I'm just gonna do something very, very irresponsible and just right-click on Washington. Let's see what happens. Not you. That's suicide. Was it not you? You're just gonna go through here. You do this. Okay. I don't need my planes here anymore, right? 900. There are... Oh, there's an airport over here. Look at this. You're gonna fight there. You need another small airport, so let's go over here. 600 fits perfectly in here. You're already fighting that air zone. That's good. No, we're doing good. Oh yeah, look at that right-click attack. Everybody's going to Washington. Nobody cares. That might be a fatal maneuver if you do something like this, but I just like it. You might get yourself encircled really heavily here if you do a right click such as that, but it's looking quite nice. Research, yeah. It's not like anybody cares anymore about all the research we could do. Let's get more recon. Why not? Are we on tanks now? 500 plus. Yeah, we're losing tanks faster than we produce them currently, which is okay. I need 68 tungsten. Will you believe that? Is there any tungsten in America? No. That's the only thing you don't get here. It's great. But I have all the oil in the world. Well, I have 63 plus, which is not that much, because the Free American Empire is gaining all this territory. Tungsten. Well, if we could invade Greece real quick, that would be tungsten. There's more naval invasions trying to happen in Italy.
Yeah, I got my guys there. I'm not worried
me
about
too.
it this time.
Me too. Don't worry.
What do I got here?
Let's deploy some more. Bulgaria demands stuff which I don't care about. They might have gotten it.
Yeah,
800,000 manpower. What?
They tried to hit Rome. Didn't work for them.
78% towards capitulation, it's what it says here.
Excellent.
Yeah, not only Rome, they were trying in Sicily. That's what I saw. But I just deployed some more Coast Guard. Should be good. Okay, Red Army. Let's hold whatever it is you're doing. We've pushed quite far. Let's clean everything up. Which means get Detroit back, you idiot. Whatever it is that you're doing there. Not you, my tanks. They were just trying to go around Ottawa to find the front line, although they're right there. This is weird. And there you go. Didn't even need the East Coast. Oh, the East Coast is mine. Also, we have a victory conference.
Okay.
How do you feel about that?
Trying to figure out why I'm in it.
Well,
Not like I
should.
did much. Come on. Why
True.
am I even in this?
True. Okay, let's do this. Let's see what we get. Let's take Denmark and the Netherlands. I might actually have a quicker way of doing this. I don't care. Just take them one by one. Let's see how much I can do here before it's too much. A little bit of France. You get the rest of France there. I don't want that. And the whole of Yugoslavia and such. And, you know, Africa, because you actually have territory there, so it does make sense. The UK is mine, though. Believe that. Ireland.
Well, you might as well Also consider grabbing what you want out of the British Raj, because that's got a lot of tungsten and other stuff that you need.
That is true. Oh wow, this is expensive. No, it's not. I just don't have any more points. Really? That's just 16 points and I can't get it?
3,920 points, and he doesn't have enough.
Yeah, you see, the United States, for example, I can't take any of that.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's because that's how that was. What? Ooh, yeah.
Well, I am taking that. And let me see what else happens. Barrage, yeah. I might come back to that. It's not adjacent to my territory, it's adjacent to yours. So it makes more sense for you to have it. I can still trade with you, I don't care.
Hey, yeah, I can fill your your needs now. I can fill them.
You can. It's your turn.
Okay, it is?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, go and take France.
I don't want France.
Well, you do want the factories out of France, definitely.
It smells funny.
Yeah, you know.
Right now I'm just trying to get the stuff around the Raj and get that taken care of.
Alright.
That's where I spent most of my time.
That's true.
I want my rewards, damn it.
Just watch your points and see if you can still do it.
Core 600.
You also want British Malaya because that's where all the rubber is. That little piece below the Siamese Empire.
French India. They're still trying to hold on, them bastards. We'll teach them. Saying I can have this.
Free American Empire has 13 points.
Nope, can't have it. Okay.
Hungary has some, even the Neo-Ottoman Empire has some. Japan has a lot. Not compared to us, but they did do some work.
Yeah.
So we'll see. They probably take the Philippines and stuff like that. Maybe even Australia, I've seen that happen before.
Nope, still saying I don't have enough. Which doesn't make sense. You got the score on the side you can count down on. There.
Yeah, but it always counts the difference between you and the next one in line. Something like that. I haven't figured that out completely.
Okay. It's up to you now.
It is.
I'll grab the rest of France this time around.
I'm taking Canada, not because it's worth anything in terms of resources, just because I want to. Don't forget British Malaya. It's the first thing you want. 308 tungsten, 848 rubber. Well, there's no allies left, but if you can actually manage to get that, that's one of the things you always want to try to invade, just to deny the allies access to that. Rubber is what you need for high quality machinery, such as planes, I believe. How you doing? Still not enough points? Talk to me!
I thought I was talking to you. Yeah.
See? I know that.
Nope, still says I don't have. I want
Well, then,
that.
you know, you could just pass and see
There.
if you can get more points.
I got some of it.
That's good. So now it's me, and the next is Japan. Oops. That. Vancouver Island. That thing. Yeah, I can't take anything in the US, which is a pity. Don't want anything over here. Not that desperate. There's a little France over here, right? Yeah, I take that. Just because I can. So you want the rest of France and, you know, Yugoslavia and all that because it's technically yours.
Yeah, that's what I'm going after.
Oh man, I don't have enough points for that. Which means I don't have enough points for this either. Aww. Oh, can't even take Gibraltar. Look at that. Okay.
Yeah, let the Spanish have that. They worked for it. Is it my turn yet?
So Japan
No, it's
has
still yours.
puppeted the Philippines and taken something. And yeah, it's my turn again.
Yeah, I'm all the way down to 4th place now.
Yeah, it depends on the war score you got and what you're making out of it. So yeah, when it's your turn, just pass, get more points. It's probably the best you can do. Don't want anything over there. Do I still want anything? I have Canada. There's some islands left over here which I could take. Just random tidbits. Random tidbits. Exactly.
He said tidbits.
Yeah.
Still Germany's turn.
It's just what it is. Deal with it. Your turn.
Oh god, it's my turn? Really? Do I even want to try this with... yeah, I'm gonna at least make sure I get...
Germany dominates all of the north. Looks great.
Are you surprised by this?
No, not really. So the only thing we haven't really talked about in this whole tutorial is nukes and rockets and paratroopers. We've done everything else, even though the naval invasion failed miserably. We had a couple that worked, like Britain, so that's good.
I'm gonna pass and see if I can get more points. It won't let me pass.
Oh, you are passing. You have more points.
Oh, I do? Okay. Give me France.
It's just you're getting more points than Japan is getting whenever you pass, so you stay on top.
Okay.
Seems like it. Just, yeah, keep on going.
I'm trying.
I'm down below our puppets now, below Japan's puppets.
Okay. Now, where am I? Okay. Yeah. Let's get back
So
to
what
this.
else is there to talk about? Rockets? Well, rockets are like strategic bombers, and they're not really that good unless you get to the 3rd stage when you can actually have rockets flying from France all the way over to the United States. They damage your infrastructure, as you know the Germans did when they threw their V1 and V2 rockets on London. I don't find them that useful. Not really. They're part of the Air Force, technically. My turn? Great.
Your turn. Now it's my turn. Okay.
It will be in a second. Oh, I can't do that?
Oh.
Why can I not do that?
It popped back up to me, and I'm like, what? Okay.
No,
what?
I clicked on you.
Oh, okay.
See?
Ah. Yeah, keep messing with me. Go ahead.
I will. I can't give you my score. It says I don't have
Why
enough
is
score to
that
give you my
all-
score.
Who took the East Bengal? What? Huh? Is that mine already? Why is it all blacked out?
Here, you go. What? East Bengal?
Yeah, it's saying it's all black. It's all blacked out though, and I don't understand why.
Well, somebody took it.
Oh,
Because you didn't.
I didn't get a chance to.
Yeah.
What else is there? Ah, there's this. And this. And this.
Satellite Pakistan. Sure. Which is all of that. Yeah, that seems to be Pakistan then. Because the rest of that color is to be found in the west of the British Raj. And India does exist. They have Delhi. So you might want to make sure that your territory is connected there. Which you are doing, it seems.
Mm-hmm.
Right, what else? Radar. Well, radar gives you vision, which helps finding enemy troops, enemy ships, enemy airplanes, gives you a bonus to interception of bombers and all that stuff. It's nice to have. And then there's nukes. Nukes do two things. First of all, if you drop them on enemy troops, they destroy the enemy troops organization, which will give you an advantage while you're attacking. And the state you drop them on, usually throw them on cities, it destroys everything. Infrastructure, ports, industry in terms of military factories, and all that stuff. It just gets all reduced to zero. So if you have a lot of nukes, and you're attacking a country like Italy, which is not that big compared to America, and you drop 20 nukes on Italy, there is nothing left in Italy. They could have 200 factories and you reduce that right down to zero with one attack. You do need air superiority, and you do need one strategic bomber, which is just assigned to an airport somewhere in that area, and then you can drop nukes. That's how that works. You're still going, huh?
Mm-hmm.
You're doing good. Just keep on going, just make sure you have enough points.
Yeah, I kind of figured out that where it says end turn, when
Yeah,
that starts turning gray, that's
then you
when
don't
you're
have enough points. That's true.
just like it just did now. So we're giving up what's in Belgium.
That might be something that I have never talked about.
Ooh, that is expensive.
Because you haven't been there.
Yeah, that's not fair.
No, never is. What else is there to talk about? Nothing. Paratroopers. Paratroopers are like naval invasions, just from land to land, instead of via sea. You drop them somewhere, they get surrounded. If you drop them somewhere where they can't land, instead of naval invasions where your troops just turn around and sail back home, if you drop them on France, and France is so well, or Paris, and Paris is so well protected that the paratroopers can't land there, then that whole division gets destroyed. That's why I hate paratroopers. There's no coming back. They jump, and that's it.
They jump, they do a mortuary.
Yes, exactly. Still your turn. Look at that.
Yes.
It's nice how you own most of Africa.
Yeah. I figured, you know what? I'm taking it all.
Yeah. What else is there? There's still Hong Kong and that French port Guangchuan on the Chinese southern coast, which you might want to get.
Yeah. Well.
Free American Empire should get the rest of the United States because Civil War. And then there's little pieces like the Panama Canal. No, that's actually... no, that's not up for grabs. But there's a little piece next to Guatemala. I think I've taken all the islands in the Cuban chain there. And yeah, a lot of islands. Faroe Islands and all of those, which nobody cares about. Madagascar, Free France. Which looks like you're taking that.
Yeah.
Still some Free France in Ethiopia.
Oh no. No. We'll be getting that. Don't you worry.
Yeah. Well, you're killing it. Literally, figuratively, and all things. You might get Corsica, since it's technically half of your island there.
Oh yes, I want to get that back. That's
Mm-hmm.
mine.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I got Malta and Cyprus, so I'm fine. You know,
Yeah.
Germans need to relax in the Mediterranean at some stage. It's good.
No, Panama,
There's the
can't touch
Kuwait,
that. Can touch.
but
Can get
you know,
British Mexico.
yeah, you could, or you could just say that's all I want and press done and just let them fight it out. I mean, there is still the Dutch East Indies and all of that, but honestly,
I thought I got most of that. Did
it
I
looks
get
so
most of
interesting. I have like the northern third, and you have the rest of the world. Come on,
The world is not enough. Come on.
be done with it. Last episode, 11 minutes overdue. No pressure. Not at all.
Okay, done. Done.
Mm-hmm.
Why is it stopped?
Just wait for it.
Wait for it. Wait for it. Keep on target. Keep
There
on
you go.
target.
7th of December, 1942. And the Second World War is over. I took 60 states, you took 104. Japan took 20. Free American Empire annexed the rest of the US of A. And it's the only thing we could attack now, really. But they are in our faction, it's not going to happen. So let's have a quick look around. 280 factories. 329 military factories if they all get repaired. Should still be a lot down here to repair. Yeah, a little bit. I ended up with almost 1 million manpower left to go for. Resistance is not a thing anymore. That's done. All the equipment. I have no red equipment except for fighters. That's so great. I like it. Don't need that anymore. Forget it. And the only thing I'm still importing is tungsten. And I could get that all from you if I wanted.
Yep, that's me.
Mm-hmm, that's good. There's
I have
a lot of things I could dismiss, like my main army.
tungsten. 558 tungsten.
Let's get rid of these guys.
Yeah, it's alright.
And let's get rid of these guys. And now I have 2 million men.
Research slot available. Oh my god, I missed one.
Well, I guess you don't need my tanks in Africa anymore. That's good. I do own Gibraltar, so that's a good thing. You have the Suez, so if anything should happen now, we just need to take away that little bit of nationalist Spain, then we could fight the rest of the world. It's not gonna happen though. Let's have a look at the faction map, which is F9, and as you can see, all of the world is colored black, except for Scandinavia, South America, and the melting pot of Iran, Iraq, and Saudi Arabia. And Tibet. Everything else is ours.
Looks good.
Yeah, definitely. So, that's it for this episode and for this tutorial, because there's just not anything more to do. The next time you see the two of us will be a regular fight. Which is going to be interesting. It's going to be Scott versus me, and I'm going to win. Ah!
Like,
Get it.
that's not... You know, come on, really? What kind of battle is that?
Yeah, I'm just going to leave you hanging there wondering if I actually meant that. So, that's it for this episode. Don't forget to justify subscriber goal and blitzkrieg the like button. Follow me on Twitter if you want to catch the next live stream. I'm Scripter. He is the expert named Scott. So are all of you, since it was a noob to expert tutorial. And if you missed anything, if I missed anything, just put it in the comments and I might do an additional video, just a little quick single player thing where I show you the rest. You are all dismissed. Thanks very much for watching. Bye bye.
See ya.
See, that was perfect.
Alright. Production.
Save number 29, and again, and again, and again, and again, we have managed to end yet another series before it gets to episode 30. I'm getting good at that. I don't even want to do that. Oh, we actually had a visitor in chat and I didn't notice.
Oh.
I don't know if the numbers are wrong, but it's, you know, it's showing 0 all the time, and that is probably not a thing.
I now have 229 factories. I
Yeah.
can make stuff.
329 military factories. 280 civilian factories. And 53 dockyards. Great.
I have 38 dockyards.
It's good.
And I could add more.
There's not much left. We could obviously just go and free the rest of the world, declare war on everybody. Let's see. Finland, how about you? Justify war goal. Would be 125 days, because we are not in a war anymore. Other than that, no, this is looking great. You own all of Africa except Portugal. Most of Australia.
Yep.
Japan is having all the islands, because they're crazy.
Yep.
Yeah, there's just this little bit of stuff in Europe, which technically isn't even a thing, because they're all in faction.
Finland?
Well, it's Greece. Yeah, Scandinavia. Norway, Sweden, Finland. Estonia, Latvia, those areas. Switzerland. And Luxembourg. And Portugal. And then South America, including Mexico. But honestly, this is done. There's nothing they can do. I can drive around with my 24 tanks and dismiss the rest of my army, and I would be able to just annihilate everybody, even if I go to war with everybody at the same time. Just have to, you know, pick the countries in the right order. But yeah, that's it. That is definitely it.
Okay.
That was fun.
Yes, it was.
I have all this army in America and don't know what to do with it. That's good. All my planes. Free American Empire. Who's your leader?
Oh, Japan took that port.
The Silver Legion of America. It was William Dudley Pelley. Whoever that is. Should be Trump, technically. Okay.
Who is that?
Seems like you did not take Hong Kong. Nation Française took that.
Yeah, I was looking, I didn't see it lit up or anything. So.
Also took Kuwait. It's interesting.
I just started grabbing stuff in the middle for resources and stuff. Anything I could grab.
Yep. Which makes sense. You know, I usually go by connected territory and I try to connect it in a way that I get to those resources.
Well, I do have a port, so grabbing that stuff in the middle kind of worked out. So yeah.
Yeah.
And then just taking everything along the coast there. This way, if anybody tried a invasion, even down by Yemen, I would have them before they could even come up.
Hey Chad, I don't speak that language. English, please. Whatever.
And of course, there's a dust storm going on in Cairo right now, so can't see anything. I can't see shit. Can you?
No. Yeah, that's always a thing. And that impacts on your performance as well. Quite a bit, actually. When you're fighting down there, that gives you like minus 80% or something like that for movement and attack and defense, and yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, there's a huge dust storm going on across, kicking up right now, so...
Yeah, I see that. Happens once in a while. I think you might get a monsoon in India and stuff like that as well. I'm not 100% sure, though. You don't
at the end of the
see
battle...
rain.
Well, at the end of the battle, one was kicking up.
Mm-hmm.
For India, so that's when I put, sent my guys over.
Look around the UK and zoom in far enough and you see tons of German submarines just cruising around the area. It's like, no, that is ours, this is ours, this is ours. Great. Anyway, I guess that's it for the stream, because there's not much more to do now. And tomorrow is Sunday, where we're going to be recording some more Ark, and I'll be back on Monday and Tuesday with more Hearts of Iron 4. So for anybody watching who wants to see some more Hearts of Iron 4, Monday, Tuesday, and maybe even Wednesday. We'll see. Thanks everybody for watching. Bye bye.
See you later.